all about trust. Think about previously. In order to be successful, your visitor has to know that you are their friend. As we've said, you must write in an informal, chatty way, as if you're talking to your friends. But your site audience are all your friends. The problem is, how do you get them to feel that they really are your friend? Now think back over your lives. Some lucky people can make friends quickly, but for most of us it can be a long, even painful process before a friendship is cemented. The building of friendships, of relationships, is often a slow one. Sure, we can speed things up thanks to the web. We can use autoresponders, broadcast emails, Facebook ads and so on to develop our sites. But we must give people reasons to want to become our friends. Friendship, as you know, isn't a one-way street. It must benefit both parties. If only one person benefits from this relationship, then it's not going to last very long. Let's be clear then. If you don't get your audience to believe in you, to trust you as a friend, then your money you spend on your websites, your autoresponder, your paid ads will all have been completely wasted. No matter how much traffic you get, you won't make much money because you're not a friend. Even if you have injected personality, even if your writing is great, even if you post original great content. Without trust, you will get nowhere. Let's get to it. Here are some ways to establish trust. Firstly, consistent behavior. Think about the friends you've had in your life and which ones you've really trusted. In life, we need to be able to rely on our friends. We need them to be predictable. We want to know how they're going to behave from day to day. How can we trust someone if they say one thing one day and the opposite the next? If their opinions and attitudes change from one day to the next? In order to trust someone, we need to know how they will behave in any given situation. It's the same in marketing. You won't have credibility for long if you think product A is the best one day, and then each time a new product comes out, you change your mind each time. What you say should not be a surprise to anyone who visits your site. We want the friends on our site to be able to make decisions based on their previous experience with us. Okay? Number 2, you must be believable. You want to be believable so that people can trust that what you say is true. Sounds obvious, doesn't it? But how often have you read reviews of products that turn out not to be true? Where the good points of the product have been exaggerated and the weaknesses ignored? Where the information you give is not quite up to date? How often have you read ridiculous headlines where the writer says that you'll earn $3,000 in a day or $30,000 in your first month if you buy a product? Unless your reader is desperate, you will lose all believability. So don't do it. Number 3, quality. Everything you do, whether it's written or on video, must be the very best you can produce. Visitors will never trust you if they feel that your work is not of the best. Would you trust your car mechanic or your plumber if they messed up a job? Of course not. So why would anyone trust you? Even if you're taking your visitor on a journey, it is still essential that you keep up to date and informed on your niche. Some of you may be asking, what about curated content? Curated content is fine, but it has to be of good quality. And you must put your mark on it. You must make it your own. Tell everyone it's not your work, but then write a new opening and a new conclusion. In the opening and conclusion, tell your readers what the articles are about and why you recommend them. If you do this, then they will trust you even more. Any content you choose will not be in the same style that you write in, but that's okay if your pieces are in the same style. Your visitors will see you as the one to follow. After all, you're the one recommending new content to them and giving your views on it, expert opinions and endorsements. If you know people who are experts in their field and are willing to either comment on your work or write something of their own for you, then this is a real bonus. If you can, make clear the connection between you and the expert. Tell your audience how you know them, explain how you met, and so on. Do not assume that all your readers will have heard of them. So try to put a detailed bio at the beginning of their first contribution. Obviously, the more posts or comments you can get from influencers or experts, the more your site will be trusted. Freebies. Everybody wants something for nothing. The mistake many marketeers make is that they think that buyers appreciate all free gifts. They are completely wrong. Free gifts or bonuses, if you're selling something, must be as valuable as the rest of your content. Visitors don't want a list of 30 to 50 meaningless free gifts or bonuses. If I'm thinking of buying a product, I never buy from an affiliate or vendor who gives me a huge list of gifts. I buy from the one who adds in one or two bonuses that is directly related to the product I'm buying, or will help me use that product more successfully. Surely you're the same. But the free gifts that you give people for being loyal to your site must be of equal quality to the rest of your content. If they're not, then any trust you've built will be lost, and so will your customer. I hope I've convinced you about the importance of trust and a finely written site. Before we finish, I just want to look briefly at how to write the less important pages of your site.